p.m. Excuse me, 6 p.m. And April 25th, 2024 Farragut Board Mayor and Alderman meeting will now begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen in attendance. I want to thank you for your presence at tonight's Board Mayor and Alderman meeting. My name is Ron Williams, the 4th elected Mayor of the Town of Farragut. We appreciate that each of you has taken time from your busy schedules to attend tonight's meeting to see how our town government works. All Farragut Board Mayor and Alderman meetings are public notice per Tennessee state law. All board meetings are recorded and can be viewed at a later date. I ask everyone to please pick up a copy of tonight's agenda at the door. For the Farragut residents who would like to speak, please pick up a blue card at the door and write in your name and agenda number that you wish to comment on. There will be also time reserved at the end of the meeting for citizens' comments on non-agenda item subjects, which also require that you fill out a blue card with citizen comments as the time you wish to speak and heard into the town recorder on my left. On each agenda item, the mayor will ask the town recorder for residents' input. During this time, any Farragut resident wishing to speak to the board on that agenda item may do so for up to 3 minutes tonight. After being recognized by the mayor, please go to the podium microphone in order to be heard and viewed by all. To conduct efficient and business-like meetings, the town has adopted rules for how its meetings will be conducted. These rules are designed to keep the meeting moving, assure that all points of view are heard and considered, and provide common courtesy to everyone. We ask that you observe the established meeting rules when addressing the board. At the beginning of your presentation, please state your name and address for the record. We ask that you address your questions and comments to the mayor or in his absence, the vice mayor. If necessary, the mayor may call on an alderman or staff member concerning your questions or comments. Once you've given your input, please return to your seat so that we can continue the meeting. We ask that each speaker avoid the use of improper language, profanity, or inappropriate conduct. Speakers should strive to avoid redundancy. We ask that you also stay on topic of the agenda item. We're here tonight to doing the town's business. Okay, meeting call to order. I'll start tonight's meeting with a roll call by the town recorder.
Alderman Burnett.
Here.
Alderman Meyer.
Here.
Alderman White.
Here.
Vice Mayor Pavlin. Here. Mayor Williams.
Mayor Williams here. We do have a quorum, so we can stand for a silent prayer and then followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by this country, our country's flag, which will be led tonight by Alderman David White.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, approval of the agenda. Do we have any agenda amendments?
No, sir.
If not,
Move to approve.
okay.
Second.
Okay, if in favor of approval, please say yes.
Yes.
Let the record show the April 25th, 2024 agenda has been approved as posted. Next will be approval of minutes. Any amendments to the posted minutes?
No, sir.
No?
I have one, just it's a spelling. Under ordinance 2401, Gerald Thornton's name is spelled wrong.
Spelled with an N?
It's spelled T-H-R-O-N. It's T-H-R-O-N. O-T-H-O-R-N. You see it?
Yeah, I think that's how he spells it, but I'll double check. He spells it an odd way.
No, he spells it Thornton.
Is it?
That's, yeah.
Okay.
It's spelled right in the rest of them because he
Okay.
spoke previously. So.
Move we approve.
I move to approve with the amended.
Okay. And
I'll second.
I'll second.
Louis seconded. Alderman White made the motion. If in approval of the amended minutes, please say yes.
Yes.
Let the record show that the April 11th amended minutes have been approved. Next will be the mayor's report, and I'll turn that over to Alderman Meyer.
So we have a proclamation tonight for Building Safety Month, which is May 2024. Go ahead and read it.
Yes.
Okay. Whereas the town of Farragut is committed to recognizing that our growth and strength depends on the safety and essential role homes, buildings, and infrastructure play, both in everyday life and when disasters strike. And whereas our confidence and resilience of these buildings that make up our community is achieved through the devotion of vigilant guardians, building safety and fire protection officials, architects, engineers, builders, tradespeople, design professionals, laborers, plumbers, and others in construction industry who work year-round to ensure the safe construction of buildings. And whereas these guardians are dedicated members of the International Code Council, a not-for-profit that brings together local, state, territorial, tribal, and federal officials that are experts in the built environment to create and implement the highest quality codes to protect us in the buildings where we live, learn, work, and play. And whereas these modern building codes include safeguards to protect the public from hazards such as hurricanes, snowstorms, tornadoes, wildland, fires, floods, and earthquakes. And whereas Building Safety Month is sponsored by the International Code Council to remind the public about the critical role of our community's largely unknown protectors of public safety, our local code officials, who assure us of safe, sustainable, and affordable buildings that are essential to our prosperity. And whereas Mission Possible, the theme for Building Safety Month 2024, encourages us all to raise awareness about planning on a personal, local, and global scale. And whereas each year, in observance of Building Safety Month, people all over the world are asked to consider the commitment to improve building safety, resilience, and economic investment at home and in the community, and to acknowledge the essential service provided to all of us by local and state building departments, fire prevention bureaus, and federal agencies in protecting lives and property. Now, therefore, the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the Town of Farragut, State of Tennessee, does hereby proclaim the month of May 2024 as Building Safety Month. Accordingly, we encourage all our citizens to join us as we participate in this worthy observance.
Okay, thank you. Alderman Meyer? Vice Mayor?
I have nothing.
Nothing? Alderman Burnett?
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. Just to highlight a few happenings in the town. This Sunday from 1:30 to 4 p.m., we've got the Living History at the Pleasant Forest Cemetery. And so that's going to be a fun event where we'll have some people depicting distinguished and honored people that are buried there at the cemetery. And we will have shuttles that will be running from the community center over to Pleasant Forest and then returning back to the community center. The second one is the Bob Watt Fishing Rodeo. As a former contestant and a former winner a couple decades ago, 3 decades ago, encouraged to get the words out to all the kids in the community. May 11th at Anchor Park at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. And lastly, on May 11th, we've got movies at McGill on Saturday at McGill Plaza, and the event begins at 6:30, and the movies start at dusk, and the movie is Toy Story. So hope to see everybody out there.
Okay, thank you, Alderman Burnett. Alderman White, do you have anything to
I
say?
have nothing, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We will move on to our resolution. We have one resolution to review and consider tonight. It's approval Resolution R 2024-06, declaring certain town property to be surplus.
Good evening, Board, Mayor, and Alderman. Bud McKelvey, Town of Farragut Public Works Director. The following items are all in working condition, except for the 2018 F-150, of which the engine has failed. Each one of these pieces of items are over $100, and so we have to put them, get them surplus. The town will advertise items on GovDeals to surplus auction site. This resolution approval will allow the removal of the items from a fixed asset list and advertise the sale of the time on GovDeals website. Asking for approval of Resolution 2024-06, a resolution to declare certain town property to be surplus property.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, any resident comments?
No, sir.
I do have one item myself. How many miles was on this Ford truck?
80,
Wow.
80?
yep,
Is this a diesel or gas engine?
yes.
Gas engine, okay.
Yep, it lost number 8 cylinder. The other 2 vehicles, the cost to replace it is just so high. And the engine, if we ordered the engine would be 8 months before we could get it, is what they're telling us. But the cost to replace it is almost what the value of the truck is. And so we didn't want to put that kind of money into it. The truck itself, the body's in good shape, but.
Well,
it's
somebody
just-
will buy it and put a junkyard engine
Put
in
a
it.
motor in it, transmission, all that's good.
Okay.
The other two vehicles on there are actually vehicles we've been trying to get replacement vehicles.
Right.
From 2 years ago. We finally got them, so we are actually caught up.
Okay.
2007 must be in rough shape.
Hmm?
That 2007 vehicle must be in rough shape.
It's pretty good. It was running the codes department,
Okay.
so they didn't,
Use it
they
a
just
lot.
the driver's seats probably wore out, but the rest of the truck's in pretty good shape.
Okay.
Okay. Vice Mayor?
I have nothing.
Alderman Meyer?
Pass.
Alderman Burnett?
No questions.
Alderman White?
Have nothing, Mayor.
Okay. Discussion closed, and with no further amendments to be suggested, I'll ask the town recorder for a roll call vote, please.
Alderman Burnett.
Yes.
Alderman Meyer.
Yes.
Alderman White.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Pavlin.
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Mayor Williams, yes. Let the record show that resolution R 2024-06 has been approved by roll call vote on April 25th at approximately 6:11 p.m. Okay, we're going to move on to business items. We have 2 items to review and consider for approval. Approval of purchase of 1 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 four-wheel drive pickup from Wilson County Motors.
The purpose of this agenda item is to approve purchase of 1 vehicle through the Tennessee statewide contract 2209. Public Works needs dependable transportation to move crews around and complete tasks and ensure we meet our daily assignments. Without this transportation in place, our maintenance of the town doesn't reach its full potential of being well maintained. The Public Works Department has a 2018 F-150 with approximately 80,000 miles. The engine has an internal failure and the motor is locked up. Repairs will cost approximately $11,000, and the current value of the pickup truck does not justify spending that much money for the repairs. I've been looking for vehicles that are available on dealers' lots that are statewide contract 209 approved vehicles. This vehicle is built, it's on their lot and ready for delivery. The Silverado pickup, the Chevy Silverado 1500 is a 4-wheel drive. Although we don't require 4-wheel drive, there aren't any 2-wheel drives available for purchase through the state contract at this time. Attached is the pricing of the statewide contract 209 for the new 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 4-wheel drive crew cab from Wilson County Motors in the amount of $44,070.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, any rest of discussion
No,
on
sir.
this? None? Alderman Meyer?
Pass.
Alderman Burnett?
No questions.
Vice Mayor?
Just out of curiosity, what's the difference in cost between a 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive? Do you know?
$3,000.
Okay.
Alderman White?
Yes, Bud, you're doing a great job finding these vehicles for that kind of money. I mean, price of trucks today is ridiculous, so I just want to
Well,
tell you you're doing a good job.
thank you. It's hit or miss. Like I said, we've been trying to get vehicles for 2 years, and we finally got them. But I just happened to call Wilson County, and they're holding this truck. It's on their lot. We're going to get it next week as soon as we get them a PO. So that's a turnaround that we haven't been getting for 2 years. So
Well, with discussion complete, I'll ask you in favor, vote by saying yes.
Yes.
Let the record show the purchase has been approved, and hurry up and get that PO to it.
thank you.
Next will be approval of bids for contract 2024-15, synthetic field resurfacing.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the board. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Blake Travis. I'm the new park manager for the town of Farragut. The purpose of this agenda item is the consideration of bids and awarding of contract 2024-15, the synthetic turf and resurfacing of fields 1 and 2 at Mayor Bob. As you're aware, the town received an LPRF grant, and the grant is a 50-50 matching grant in the amount of $1,365,000 with a town match in the same amount in a totaling $2,730,000. The grant was labeled for use. All right, I didn't want to read it, but I'm going to read it. I can't see. The grant was leveled for use on this resurfacing project as well as other projects at both Mayor Bob Leonard Park and McPhee Park. The original estimate was $1,447,400. And the proposed bid came in at $1,320,000, resulting in a savings of $127,400. I have terrible eyes, sorry. Those savings can be reallocated to supplement other projects involved in directly with the grant. We received one bid on this project with the bid opening on April 14th. Holy cow.
Doing good. Great, Blake.
Well, I'm not nervous. I don't know what's happening.
How about if we just make a motion? I think we're good.
Move
That's
to
great.
approve.
Yeah. Move to approve the bids and award contract 2024-15 to Geoservices for the bid of $1,320,000.
Second.
Okay, any rest of comments?
No, sir.
None, discussion, Alderman White,
None.
Alderman Dwyer,
Pass.
Alderman Burnett,
No questions.
Vice Mayor,
I have none.
have none as well. Discussion completed. I'll ask this in favor, vote by saying yes.
Yes.
Any noes? No. Let the record show that the bid has been approved as requested on contract 2024-15, synthetic field resurfacing. Okay, next will be citizens' comments. We have anyone signed up?
No, sir.
We do not? Okay. Town administrator's report,
I have nothing to report tonight.
and our attorney is absent tonight, so looks like at about 6:17. And without objection, April 25th, 2024, Farragut Mayor Board and Alderman meeting is now adjourned.
Efficient.